Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to Life on the Wrist. Hope you guys are doing well today. There's nothing better than memes, and we're going to be looking at some more watch memes. We've done one other video where we do this. Unfortunately, there aren't as many watch memes out there as like normal topics would be, but I'm going to be looking at watch.memes. This is Instagram. This is a really great Instagram site if you are looking for some watch memes. They're hilarious. So if you haven't seen our other video where we react to some of those, be sure to check that one out. Also, if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you like these types of videos about watches, and don't forget to hit that like button for us for the YouTube algorithm. It really does help us out. So let's just get straight into some of these memes. So we got one here. Let me see here. So getting onto watch memes, his page. Shout out watch memes, go follow them. This is the top 10 organs to sell by Richard Mille. Got a kidney, Richard Mille. Me explaining to my parents why my little brother is missing. I was a businessman doing business. Yeah, they are rather expensive watches. I do not condone selling organs to buy one. Let's check this one out here. Me explaining my plan to get tech grand complication, my mom wishing she didn't drink when she was pregnant. Oh my gosh. The grand complications, yes, they are expensive, but like, come on. You can, I think if you save up for quite a long time, you can probably end up buying one. But there's so many other watches. Like, you should check out like A. Lange & Söhne. You can probably find something a little bit cheaper if you're looking for like that type of complication. Steal a man's wallet and he will be poor for a week. Teach him to collect watches and he will be poor for a lifetime. Yup. Absolute fact. When girls cried. Where boys cried. Where real men cried. I feel... my first question is, how the heck do you smash a crystal like that? Okay. I might be rushing to conclusions here, but I know that there's that one Submariner where the guy was motorcycling and he fell and he like scraped the bezel of the watch. But it's just so sad to see that. Yeah, nothing really to say with that. Top 10 ugliest watch brands. There are no ugly watches because all is a matter of personal taste. Invicta. A lot of hate for Invicta. I think it's just yeah. So first off, like I agree with the first statement. Like, it comes down to personal taste. If you like what a watch looks like, then that's fine. There is like a thing with Invicta. They do copy a lot of other brands. Also, that the proportions of their watches are just dumb in some cases. Like, if you look at the one on this meme, like, who needs 3 massive crowns like that? Like, I don't even know what you're using those crowns to do. I have no idea what you're using those crowns to do in this scenario. Anyway, Onlyfans. You know, I wonder if there are people who have Onlyfans accounts and then are using that money to buy watches. I guarantee it's probably some people if they are watch enthusiasts, but I think watch enthusiasts would probably not. But let me know in the comments if you know of it. Google sends gifts to Indonesian baby named Google. Me a couple years later, hello, protect Grandmaster Shine. I don't get it. Maybe we don't have the context on that one. AP releasing limited edition Royal Oak, Chrono, Grand Seiko showing Constant Force Tourbillon, Chevron Parallel, Onyx Infinity Edition, Rolex releasing the same stuff but bigger. So I think this is just like something that we have to accept about the watch world. It's like Rolex is going to get all the fame. Rolex is what people want to buy, even if there are brands like the Gerard Perregaux Onyx Infinity Edition. Like, that is an incredible watch. If you don't know about it, like, you should research it. But like, they are the star of the show, and people love their watches, and that's kind of like what we have to accept, I guess. It sucks we have to accept it because I think there's so much more. I also think like mainstream media is probably going to focus on Rolex. That's like that. But then there are niches within the watch world, and I think those people who are interested in more like the watchmaking behind watches or looking at the ingenuity behind some of the pieces, those are the people who are going to ask the questions to the person on the left in this meme. So it does suck though. Like I try and give like brands recognition for what they make on this channel and on my website. So hopefully that kind of picks up. Beating anti-robot capture got much harder these days. Pick all images with non-boring watch release. Yeah, another like against this was released September 1st, so around when Rolex released all of their things. It is true. Like they just it's the same thing. It's the same thing, different colors, different slight proportions. I know they did update the movement a little bit, but very incremental. If you want to see bigger changes in watches, look for smaller brands. Let's see. Watchman, 2020 brought us Hodinkee Clock, ugly royal locks, offshores, weird watch, locks, etc. It cannot get worse. Jacob & Co. They make some weird things. I don't get Jacob & Co. I get some of the things that they make, and I really like them. But then there are others where you're like, oof. Maybe you should revisit that before you release it. Also, just on this, like, don't. I made a video about the Hodinkee clock. I have my own opinions. You can check them out. But 2020 was an interesting year for watches for sure. People who buy genuine original watches, the good. People who buy low effort homage watches, the bad. People who buy fake watches, the mentally handicapped. Yep. It is true. I personally do not. I don't really like homage watches are fine. I think it's they can have their own thing to them. You know, they can have their own like followers and their own interests. But fake watches, like, why would you buy that? Why would you deliberately buy something that you know is fake? Yeah, you like the aesthetics, great. Like, you're not into watches. You're into like the style of them, in my opinion. I can't wait to get into watches. Yeah, it's so fun. Flexing, girls, parties. Okay, coming in. Gray market, debt, wait lists, sausage parties, 80s VIP bias. If you're into like modern watches, like I think this is like a true thing that people go through. Like they will have problems with like gray market dealers and being on wait lists and the expense of them. But I actually think like vintage watches can give you a very different, like there should be another dinosaur here of like vintage watches. That's what, if you're watching this and you make memes about watches, make one about vintage watches. I'd be curious to see what you come up with. Mistakes make you stronger. Pretty much the whole Hublot staff. I know that people hate on Hublot a lot, and for some of their pieces, rightfully so. But for others, I think they get a little bit of a hard rap. But funny me, that's what matters. Let's see a couple more here. How successful people think. Not like this. I know people had beef with the travel clock, okay? I know people had beef with it. Like, they didn't like the price. They thought that the limited edition of it was really, the amount was not great. But what ended up happening with it, with the whole cyberbullying thing, like, that's just a no-no for me. Like, don't use someone's creation or a business's creation to then incite a bullying environment. It's just not okay. You can check out our video where we discuss this. This one. You have to admit, when you're setting your watch, you do feel like, wow, this is incredible. Let's see. This can be our last one. Men discussing politics, sports, economy. Men discussing watches. I disagree completely. Have you ever been on Instagram? People are a lot more savage when it comes to the types of watches that they're, or when they discuss watches. I think the watch community is actually one of the most opinionated on Instagram, at least that I'm involved in. There's probably others that are more opinionated, of course, but people are opinionated about watches for sure. So disagree, but I think it's definitely a funny meme. So I hope you guys enjoyed these memes we looked at. Like I said, this is watch.memes on Instagram. Be sure to check them out because their content is really great. And I hope you guys enjoyed looking at these videos. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if there are any other maybe Reddit pages or Instagrams that I should check out with watch memes. I'd be happy to react to them and share them with you guys. If you did not do it in the beginning of the video, be sure to hit the subscribe button if you are new to the channel, as well as hitting that like button so that this video can make it to the YouTube algorithm. It really does help us out. And with this said, guys, thank you so much for watching, and until next time.